Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetsreviews.com, and today we are going to do the quick unboxing and full review of the new Motorola Moto G. So the new Motorola Moto G has been enhanced, and we already did a hands-on review of this device. We also did an unboxing at the event. Today we are going to unbox the retail package which we have with us, and we will tell you what all will come within the package, and we are going to do a full review of this device with all those things which does matter to you, including voice call functionality, including battery backup, or anything else which you might be looking for this particular phone. So let's unbox this. So this is how the package will look like, and when we take a look over the package, we can see this is the same style of packaging which Motorola has adopted with this one as well. Just like the older Moto G, we have the same kind of package. We have the phone image over there, and here are some specifications and details, I guess. Okay, yeah, so some manufacturer information is over there. We don't need to take care of that, but it is a 16 GB Motorola Moto G second generation, as you can see. Apart from this, we do not have anything else. At the back side, we have regular things being mentioned, and if we take a look over the package inside, we can see that the first thing inside the package is the device itself, which is the new Motorola Moto G. And one thing I would like to tell you is that I'm doing this unboxing after using this device for the last 3 days. So I have actually gathered a lot of data. I have actually taken down a lot of notes regarding the usage, regarding the performance of this device, the battery backup. And one thing I would like to tell you more is that this device comes with a screen guard which will come pre-installed. So you get a screen guard which comes pre-installed. I have removed that so that I can show you the clarity of the display and other things, but you may not actually want to remove that unless you buy a new screen guard for this phone. So there is a screen guard which comes pre-installed. This is how the phone looks like, as you might have already seen. So this is something which I really like. Again, it has followed the same design principle which we have seen on the older generation of Moto G. So this is something like an enlarged version, but it has taken some new things. So Motorola has added 2 loudspeakers on this device which are on the front, which does give you very good quality of sound and louder sound as compared to any other device right now in the market, including Redmi 1S. And if we take a look over the backside is again the same which we have seen earlier. It is a rubberized matte finish back cover which can be removed, but even if you remove the back cover, you can see that the SIM card slot are accessible, but the battery is non-removable on this phone. So you cannot remove the battery out of this phone. The SIM card which will go inside will need to be the first SIM card should be a micro SIM, and this one should also be a micro SIM. This time they have added a micro SD card support on this device, with which you can actually store more picture, videos and other data. It can support up to 64 GB of micro SD memory card, and you can store all the data on that, but you cannot install applications on the SD card, and there is no option by default in the OS to actually move app data of the installed apps which you have on the phone memory. So this is how it will look like, as you can see, and we can see that the design is definitely good. Let's take a look what we have inside the package, and we will take a look over the phone in detail after that. So we get the standard headphones which we have in the package. I have used these headphones, and again the quality from these headphones in terms of sound is again not too good. I would rather recommend you to go for any other third-party headphones which will work. This is how the audio lead will look like. You do have a mic module to pick the calls with the Motorola button over there, but again volume control is not there on these particular headphones. But any third-party headphones, most of them which are from good companies, they will work even if they have volume controls, they will work with this one. You also get this charger which has a micro USB cable which is non-detachable. So that means the micro USB cable is something which you will need to buy in order to sync the data from this phone to your PC. So in case you would like to do that, in case you would like to transfer content, you will need to buy a micro USB cable which does not come within the package. The charger there inside is again a charger which does not have a detachable cable. When it comes to the output current from this charger, as we can show you as of now, I think it should be mentioned over there. So it is 550 milliampere charger which we have over there. I don't know whether you can see that. It is not 1 ampere charger. You can always buy a 1 ampere charger from the market in order to charge the Moto G faster. So these are all the things which we have in the package, and apart from these, we do have these manuals which are in Hindi as well as in English. So all these things are there. As far as SAR values are concerned, I would like to know what are the SAR values for this particular device. So as you can see, the SAR values are mentioned over here on this pamphlet. The head SAR value is 1.52 weight per kg, whereas the body worn SAR value is 0.894 weight per kg, as you can see for all these radios. We have the new Motorola Moto G, and in terms of the overall weight, this device does not feel very heavy. It is around 149 gram in terms of the weight, which definitely does not feel very heavy. As far as the thickness of the phone is concerned, the phone is slightly thick as far as thickness is concerned, which is approximately 11 millimeter over here in the center, but again the thickness goes less, especially on the edges, but it goes thicker in the center. As you can see, this is how the maximum thickness of the phone will look like. Again, it is a thick phone, but it does not feel like a very thick or bulky phone, because the weight of the device is around 149 gram, which is fairly light. And also the device has a curved back cover which is rubberized in nature, so this back cover will give you a very nice grip when you hold this device in hand. And again, even when you have a quite good thickness over here in the center on the phone does not feel thick or bulky, because it has curved back cover, which gives you a very nice feel and a very good grip when you hold it in one hand. Let's take a look over the connectivity. So we have the 3.5mm audio jack on the top. We have a secondary microphone for noise cancellation and video chat on this device over here. At the rear, we have 8 megapixel camera, which has capability of recording high definition video, but at 720p only. You cannot record high definition video at 1080p. When it comes to the LED flash, we do have that for torch or for low light. If you would like to use that, you have the Motorola branding over there. So this is the paint which is there, and there is a little dimple over there which you can feel once you basically put your finger over there. At this side, we have the power and sleep key and the volume rocker. Both of these are plastic buttons finished in silver, and they are pretty good in terms of the feedback which you will get. At the bottom, you have the micro USB port for data syncing and charging, and the primary microphone on this device is over there inside. And we have the loudspeaker as well. So we have two loudspeakers on this device, one at the top, this particular grill, which actually looks very good with this material which has been used on the power and sleep key, as well as over here. Silver faded kind of material which has been used gives this device a very good look. And also the loudspeaker is there inside with the earpiece, and you have a microphone and a loudspeaker over there. So we have two stereo loudspeaker on this device, which is definitely a good thing and a welcome move, I would say, from Motorola with this device. So they have done good things as far as sound is concerned on this device. We have the SIM card slot 1 and the SIM card slot 2. Both will accept micro SIM. We have a micro SD memory card slot as well to expand the storage of this device. Up to 64 GB of micro SD card is supported on this device, and the battery is again sealed inside, so you cannot remove the battery. The battery on this device is 2070 milliampere hour battery, and it is sufficient enough to give you around 1 day battery backup. In comparison to the Moto G, the earlier Moto G, I can say that this device will give you slightly more battery backup as compared to what you get from the old original Moto G. So battery backup is decent on this device. With moderate usage, it can give you around 1 day battery backup. If you use this device on a continuous usage, if you keep on playing games, or if you play a high definition movie or something like that, it will give you approximately 4 to 5 hours of battery backup on continuous usage as well. We also have this front camera, which is a 2 megapixel camera on this device, fixed focus camera, but the front camera quality is pretty good, and the rear camera quality is also decent. We will just show you the quality of the camera as well and how good it is when it comes to taking pictures in low light as well as in artificial light, and in daylight it performs pretty good. As far as UI is concerned, the UI is something which I like the most on this device, because it has a UI which is almost stock Android. It gives you a very custom, very smooth feel when you use this UI. So the UI is responsive, it is very fast to use, the icons are bigger and the text is readable. Everything on this device is pretty good. When we talk about the 720p display, the 720p display on this device is not bad if you are considering that the high definition would be better on this 5-inch. So this time the new Moto G has got 5-inch of IPS LCD display, which gives you great viewing angles, as you can see. And again, when it comes to the pixels, I do not see any pixelation on this device as far as text is concerned. and the UI is as smooth as it can be on any other phone. So this is one of the smoothest UI I have seen on a 5-inch phone, which is faster, which is useful, and which does not give you any kind of lag. With moderate usage, again, if you actually load this device with too many games and if you run them all of them simultaneously, then you might experience slight amount of lag, but again that will not be a problem because you will be able to use this phone much smoother as compared to any other phone out there. Now taking a look over the notification center, we can see that the notification center looks like this. Again, stock Android, and we have all these toggles over there, which include some Motorola related toggles as well. So you have some emergency call mode which you can enable over there. You can enable and disable the data as well over here. You have the battery information being mentioned over there, which is good. You can enable and disable Bluetooth and airplane. Location can also be disabled. So let's go into settings, and over there in the settings, let's take a look over the version of Android first of all. So it is running Android 4.4.4, which is KitKat, and it is the latest version of Android available as of now. And when it comes to the system updates, you do get Android updates on this device much faster than any other device in the market. So this device will give you much faster updates, and they have promised the Android L update as well on this device, which you will get on this one. When I asked Motorola about it, they said that the Android L update will definitely come to Moto G as well as to the old Moto G as well. So let's see when it comes out. But this device will definitely get the Android L update before the older Moto G. So let's take a look over the storage scenario, and we forgot to take a look over that. So storage wise, this device is pretty good. This device has 16 GB of internal storage, out of which approximately 20.79 GB is going to be available to the user. However, we have installed certain applications and games. As you can see, we have installed approximately 3 GB of applications. So you get around 11.6 GB approximately available to the user on this device for installing applications, storing picture, videos and other data. There is no other partition, so all the data will get installed over there. So you have a large amount of space for installing application and games, even if you want to install high definition games. You do have SD card support on this device, but again, you cannot install applications on the SD card. Neither you can move applications from the phone memory to the SD card, at least the application which are there on the phone. But again, if you have any option of doing it, you will only get that option once you root this phone. Apart from this, you do have OTG support as well, and OTG does work on this device. It may not give you the notification over there in the notification center when you insert a flash drive, but OTG is supported because USB disk option is there, and you can mount a USB disk on this device. When it comes to the application scenario, again, we are not running too many applications as of now. This is the general usage as of now which we are doing with the phone. We are not even running any game in the background. So as far as RAM is concerned, out of 1 GB of RAM, approximately 389 MB of RAM is free as of now, and the device is fairly responsive. Even when the RAM is slightly lower in terms of the free RAM usage which we have on this device, in that case as well, the device UI is responsive, and I did not face any lag till now after using this device for the last 3 days. We do have GPS location services as well, so you can use this device for GPS navigation. You just need to turn on this and you can use this device for GPS navigation. It will work with the help of assisted GPS. When we talk about sharing options, we do have support for sharing internet as well. So tethering is supported, and you can create a portable Wi-Fi hotspot. You have support for USB and Bluetooth tethering is also supported. So all these things are there. You do have VPN support as well. And as far as wireless display is concerned, wireless display is also supported. So wireless display is supported on this device. You do have wallpaper support, which includes live wallpapers and static wallpapers, but video wallpapers by default will not be supported. You can make them supported with the help of third-party applications. Apart from this, if we talk about sound is something which is slightly better on this device as compared to the earlier Motorola devices which I have seen. If you compare it with the Moto E, it is much louder than Moto E. If you compare it with Moto G, it is much louder than Moto G as well. And if you compare it with the competition with Redmi 1S, it is slightly louder than Redmi 1S in terms of the sound, and it has dual front loudspeakers, which again will not get blocked. The design of the device is very good. So sound wise, I can say that this device has the best design because the loudspeaker is actually on the front grill, which makes them pretty good to use in terms of the sound experience you can get. And even if you place the device like this on a table watching a movie, the sound will not get blocked because the loudspeaker is actually on the front side. Now here we have the phone dialer, and on the phone dialer, as you can see, we do have a pretty good phone dialer which is easy to use. You can easily dial the number. You do not have the option of making a video call. When it comes to the messaging application, I can show you the messaging application as well. Messaging application is again stock Android, but it is kind of smooth because you do have continuous input typing supported on this device, which is definitely a good thing. And when it comes to typing experience on this device is pretty good. You get the pop-ups of the keys which you are pressing, and again the keys are pretty nicely spaced out from each other on this 5-inch display, so you will not face any problem while typing in the portrait mode as well. And in landscape mode, the typing become much more smoother, and this is how the typing and the messaging experience on this device is good, because keyboard is good, it does give you continuous input, and it is almost fluid when it comes to typing on this device. Talking about the hardware configuration of this phone, as we can see that the model number of the device is XT1068. It has got an ARM V7 processor clocked at 1.2 GHz. It is the Snapdragon 400 chipset which we have, and the exact chipset model is MSM 8226 which we have on this one. When we take a look over the display, we have 720 to 1184, because some part of the touch capacitive buttons actually take up the resolution at times, so that is why it is showing the resolution slightly low. However, it is 720 to 1280 as far as resolution is concerned, which you will get in games as well as while watching videos. You can watch videos in full screen as well, and you can play games in full screen as well. These buttons will automatically hide themselves, but it might be difficult for many people out there, especially to use the screen in full screen mode whenever these touch capacitive buttons are hidden, because you accidentally tap on them and then it will take you to the home screen, and the game or the application which you're using will get suspended in that particular mode. So this is how it will work as far as the resolution is concerned. When we talk about the GPU, we have Adreno 305 GPU, which is quite a decent GPU on this device, which is pretty good to handle high definition games as well, and we will just show you how does that work. When it comes to the sensors, these are all the sensors you will get on this device. You have a proximity sensor, light sensor, rotation, acceleration. You also have magnetic field sensor on this device. We use GPS navigation on this device, and it worked perfectly fine without. When it comes to other sensors which we have on this device, we have gyroscope sensor, we have magnetic field sensor, we have geomagnetic rotation sensor, we have rotation vector, and all of the sensors which you actually need on this device, which is good. Although you do not have a pedometer sensor on this device, which you might want to have it, but again on this price segment we do not see the pedometer sensor on any other phone as well. On Antutu we have got a score of 18259 as you can see, and again this is not a very impressive score, but quite decent in terms of the what we get on this particular hardware. When we take a look over the details, this is how the detail will look like, this is how the scoring will look like. The CPU has performed pretty good on this particular test on the multi-thread as well as in single thread operations as far as the scores which we have got on this device. And if we compare the score, even the 2D graphics and the 3D graphics scores are also pretty good. So in all, this device is a pretty decent performance in day-to-day usage. If we talk about ranking, again ranking does not make much sense, but in day-to-day usage this device does perform pretty good almost in any operations you might be looking for. On Ninamark we have got a score of 57.2 FPS, which is again a pretty good score. And again on this score I can say I have played high definition games on this device, I have played medium graphic intensive games on this device, and no game actually lagged on this device. Everything was smooth enough to be played on this device, which is definitely a good experience for the consumer. When it comes to multi-touch, this device supports 10-point multi-touch as you can see. So now we are playing this game called Temple Run OZ, which is a very casual game, and I would like to show you how does this game actually work on this device. When it comes to the touchscreen response is almost instant. The graphics of the games are also loaded fine, there is no issue at all. And the sensor on the device is also working well, including the gravity sensor, which is working pretty fine. Touchscreen is responsive and the game is running very smoothly on this device without any kind of issues. So now we are playing this game, which is a medium graphic intensive game, and it is called Frontline Commando D-Day. In terms of graphics, I can see graphics loaded pretty fine on this device when I play this game. All the gaming controls are accessible and visible on the screen. I can easily aim and shoot, which is very nice. I can play this game on this device without any kind of graphic lag or any other issues, which is definitely a good thing. So now we are playing this game called Blood and Glory, which is slightly a graphic intensive game. Let's see how does this game actually work on this device. Till now I did not face any issues. So as far as the touchscreen response is concerned, the touchscreen is pretty responsive when I play this game. I do not notice any kind of lag or any issue with the touchscreen while playing this game. So you can play this game on this device without any issues, as you can see. So here we have Modern Combat 4, which has been installed on the new Moto G, but when we try to play it, whenever we select any campaign, in case if you want to play it, it always gives me this particular error. So here we have Modern Combat 4, which we have installed on this device, and when we try to play it, whenever we select any option to play it, basically it gives me this particular error. That means it is not able to run Modern Combat 4. As far as other high definition games are concerned, we have ran Asphalt 8 and some other games which were running fine on this device, but when we tried to play Modern Combat 4 on this device, the Moto G does not allow us to play this game. However, it gets installed on the storage, but when we try to play it, it gives me this error. So again, I would say the high definition game performance of this device is pretty good, but there are some games like Modern Combat 4 which may not get played on this device. However, you can always install them because you have enough storage to install high definition games. So we have Google Chrome browser, which comes pre-installed on this device, which will act as a default browser. And when it comes to the browsing experience, this device gives you a pretty good browsing experience with Google Chrome being used. As you can see, context scrolling is pretty smooth and pinch to zoom is also pretty fluid. There is no lag of any kind. However, double tap to zoom is something which is not supported. But again, panning is something which you can do easily on this device in case you have any problem in reading some text on this bigger display, which you will not have surely. You do have a battery saving mode as well, which will automatically get activated whenever the device is running out of critical battery. So as of now, the battery is running out on this device. It is approximately having 15% of battery, which is low. And to show you the overall playback quality of this device when it comes to video playback as well as sound quality, we are running this video from our YouTube video channel. This is a high definition video which is being played at high definition resolution at 720p on this device. It is a full screen video, so even the touch capacitive buttons are not making any kind of blockage on this video experience, so which is good. As far as viewing angles are concerned, viewing angles are pretty wide on this device. You can see the display from almost any angle without any issues. You can see it from these angles as well. However, the slight amount of color fading will happen, but right and left side viewing angles are pretty good. When it comes to the sound, I can increase the sound to full so that you can get an idea about the overall sound you have on this device. So let me just increase the volume. I would say the sound is pretty loud on this device coming out from these two dual front loudspeakers. As far as LED notification light is concerned, you do have that on this device, which is there in between the front camera and the loudspeaker over there, or the earpiece. So this LED notification light can also blink up in different colors. By default, for low battery or when the device is actually charging, it will glow in white color. You can configure the color of the LED notification light with the help of third-party application. By default, it is not there in the settings that you can change the color of this LED notification light. It will light up whenever you have missed calls or unread messages. So the new Motorola Moto G also has OTG support, but slightly different it will be in terms of the working. So whenever you connect a flash drive like this, the moment you connect the flash drive, you will not see any notification or any alert under notification that the flash drive has been detected. However, if you go into settings, you will be able to figure out whether the flash drive has been detected or not. For this, you just need to go into settings, and over here under settings you need to go into storage, and under storage you will see that the flash drive has been mounted, which is good. But again, in order to access the contents of the flash drive, you need some third-party file manager which by default does not come pre-installed on this device. So by default Motorola Moto G does not have, the new Motorola Moto G does not have the file manager. So taking a look over the file manager which you can install, you can either install ES File Explorer or any other free file manager from Play Store, and once you install it you will see that the interface is going to be like this. And let me just skip all this. In order to access the flash drive, the moment you need to do is you need to select that flash drive over there as a USB disk, and once you select it you will be able to access all the contents on the flash drive. This is how the camera UI will look like on the new Motorola Moto G. At the rear we have 8 megapixel camera from which you can see the view as of now. It does have autofocus and it has done that already when I have opened the application. As far as settings are concerned, you can slide from here to bring up the settings. You have HDR mode, you have control for the flash, you can disable the flash as well. You do have option over there to control the focus and the exposure, so you will have this bracket over there so that you can change the exposure of the photo by moving it on the photo itself. We do have the video options over there, which includes high definition video support on this device from the rear camera at 720p. You also have the option of recording a slow motion video at 720p. We will confirm the frames per second for both of these videos. We do have panorama mode also supported on this device, and panorama mode does work on this device pretty fine without any issues. We have actually tested that. We will upload a photo with that mode in our full review. When it comes to the gallery, you can take a look over all the photos which you have captured on this device by just swiping the interface from the right hand side, and then you can go to the gallery like this, but make sure you do a continuous swipe, otherwise you won't be able to do that. So this is how you can change the exposure. So let me just take the photo of this panda over there, again with and without artificial light, inside an indoor room in which we are shooting this video. So as far as focus is concerned, it does the focus pretty well, and you can just tap on the screen to take the photo. Make sure you don't shake the device much, otherwise the photo will be blurred. In case we would like to take it without the artificial light, let me just take this one as well. So this one is going to be taken without artificial light. So it focuses and then it will take the shot, which is definitely good. Whenever it has focused already, it will take the shot instantly, but if it has not focused, then it will focus and take the shot, which is definitely a good thing. And autofocus does work pretty fine on this device. So this was taken without the artificial light, as you can see. Again, this one looks good as compared to the original object over there, in terms of colors, in terms of brightness, in terms of clarity as well. Then we take a look over the photo which has been taken with artificial light, which is this one. This one is slightly better in terms of brightness, I would say, as well as in terms of details it is slightly better. When we talk about the other one which we have also taken by mistake, this one has been taken again, but the camera was shaking at that time. That my hand was shaking when we took this photo. So this one is not clear. This one is kind of blur, which might happen to you at times if you actually take the photo in a way that accidentally you shake the device. As far as front camera is concerned, the front camera is a 2 megapixel camera which is doing a pretty decent job. I can do a good quality of video chat from the front camera. This is how the quality you will get. Again, the front camera does not have face detection, but it can take pretty good photos when it comes to selfies, as well as you can do a pretty good quality of video chat from the front camera on this device whenever you have activated the same. Let me just check out the settings for the front camera, and for this I will just need to go into the video settings. I would like to know at what resolution it records the video. So as of now the battery is low on this device, that is why it is not recording the video, but you can capture pretty good quality of videos and you can take pretty good selfies as well from the front camera in case you are looking to take in this mode. I can say the clarity from the front camera is quite decent and it is pretty good. So that's all from us as far as the quick unboxing and full review of the new Motorola Moto G. We really like this device as far as the overall form factor of the device is concerned. When it comes to the day-to-day usage and the performance of this device, we like it. The camera is also decent. However, the camera interface does need some improvement so that you can take better photos. So the camera is pretty good on this device, but when it comes to taking photos, if the device is shaking, then the photo will come out to be blurred, which could happen the kind of interface this device has when it comes to the camera. The front camera is also decent. The battery backup of this device which we got was around 1 day, mostly in our 3 days of usage. The overall gaming experience you can have on this device is also decent, but there are some high definition games like Modern Combat 4, which might not get played on this one. At least on our unit it was not playing. So do let us know if you have any specific question for this device. We would love to help you. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.